Controversial project proposed in Niagara County. An India-based plastics company wants to build a 14,000 square foot factory in the town of Lockport's industrial park. It's right near the intersection of routes 31 and 93. And there are some environmental concerns and also some major tax incentives involved. The Lockport IDA is set to talk about this project tomorrow morning. So ahead of that, let's talk live with J. Shoemaker with our nonprofit partners at Investigative Post, who has been covering this and has an article up right now. So Dale, I encourage people to go read it. Give us sort of the quick summary here about these subsidies. It's SRICV Plastics, right? That's the name of the company here. Why is this one controversial?
Yeah, so you have this company that wants to establish a footprint in the United States, and they've chosen the Lockport Industrial Park to site this first factory. They are seeking subsidies from the IDA, including $228,000 in property tax breaks, $59,000 in sales tax breaks, and $25,000 in mortgage tax breaks. The company might also go after low-cost hydropower from the New York Power Authority or other state and federal subsidies that are available. And this has drawn a lot of controversy because there are environmental groups that are speaking out against this and saying that we don't need to be, subsidizing a plastics factory, let alone producing more plastics at all. They cite some surveys in a protest letter they sent to the IDA that show, American voters, want to reduce single-use plastics and don't support the, building of new plastics factories.
Should this get approved, the company told you it would be hiring, I think, 25 full-time workers, salary range $35,000 to $60,000 a year. If the subsidies for this company, though, that they're seeking come through, the county and Lockport schools would obviously miss out on a lot of property tax money, right? This goes back to the heart of so many of these debates right now when it comes to tax breaks.
Yeah, that's right. The schools, for example, they would be losing out over the course of this deal about $288,000. Now, this is just one company that would be paying that amount of money. And Niagara County, similarly, would be losing out on about $92,000.
Finally, J. Dale, what's interesting about your reporting here, we're told this company could get a limited environmental review, right? Anytime there are these big projects, right, you go through this process. Is something getting sidestepped here, and what is the reaction from critics to it?
So what's happening here is that when Lockport IDA founded this industrial park, they did what's called a generic environmental impact statement for the entire park. And that was before any of the companies actually located there. And so when a company does want to locate there, this generic EIS, it serves as kind of an extra subsidy because all they have to do is kind of peek open the lid a little bit, address a couple of very specific issues that company, might bring along with it, and then they can close the lid on that box again, instead of opening up the entire EIS, part of state law, and completing that full study, which would take, many months and cost hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Another aspect to follow with this. Finally, Dale, we understand there's going to be this meeting tomorrow, right, dealing with the tax breaks. Is this a situation in which they say, don't give us the tax breaks and we're not coming? And what should we expect to happen in the coming weeks and months?
Yeah, the CEO of the company said that if they don't win the tax breaks, they will consider going elsewhere. So this is kind of we will bring our business here if you subsidize us, and if you don't, we will do our plastics work elsewhere.
All right, J. Shoemaker with Investigative Post again. InvestigativePost.org has the article up. There are a lot of these projects, and it's worth shining a light on them, J. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Michael.